come onto the mat. We're gonna start out laying down, and you may want a blanket for later, or you might want one for just laying down. You can see what feels good to you. So maybe shifting a little bit on the floor, feeling yourself settle here, sliding shoulder blades down the back. Letting the feet be a little wider than hip distance apart, so maybe going out towards the edges of your mat. And let's take a couple letting go breaths as we settle into this beginning Shavasana. So take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Lovely. And then just coming to breathe through the nose. And feeling yourself sinking into the support beneath you. Noticing the softening, this letting go. And during this new moon time, it's a wonderful opportunity to come into witness consciousness, to be really just observing of what is happening around you and within you. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, and I invite you to take a few deep breaths and witness whatever you can notice. It's a practice of noticing what arises in terms of your awareness, internally or externally. And then beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes, re-energizing your physical body and rolling your hands and feet around in little circles. Maybe there's a little popping, a little wakening up of the joints. Go back the other way. Lovely. And then bringing the arms to rest by the sides. With your next inhale, reach your arms in a big arc up to the sky and over your head on the floor. Stretching nice and long. As you exhale, bend your right knee, bring the hands down and clasp over the shin, pulling that knee in. Inhale out, moving nice and slow, leg returns, arms reach overhead, exhale, left knee comes in. Hugging it in nice and tight, little hip compression. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, right comes in. I'm going to do this a few times, moving really slowly. Noticing the effects of each moment, moving through this flow here. How does it feel to expand? How does it feel to move? How does it feel to hug the knee in? I invite you, if you'd like, to engage Ujjayi breath, which is a slight constriction at the back of the throat. It makes the inhale and the exhale audible. One more each side like this. And stretching out long, stay stretched out. And as you exhale, bring your feet and your hands over to the right. We're coming into like a crescent moon shape, really stretching through the whole left side body. Standing here, one more breath. And then walking your legs and your arms back through center and then over to the left. And coming into a crescent on the other side. Maybe feeling your whole being as a smile in this moment. Maybe a smile comes to your face. What can you witness right here? One more breath. And then walking back to center, realigning everything, stretching the arms really long, pointing the toes away. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, slide the legs in, bring the arms down, and hug both knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side here. That feels nice on your low back. And then placing one hand on top of each knee and begin to move your knees around in separate circles. So they come together and then out, away from each other, around and back in. So we're waking up these hip joints now. Keeping the jaw relaxed. Let's reverse the direction of those circles. Beautiful. And then bringing the knees back in together and then keeping the legs hugged in against each other. We're going to do circles with the knees staying together. And just witnessing how this feels as opposed to separate knee circles. Maybe you feel a little churning in your belly, movement through the digestive organs. If you had some nice morning water. Everybody's doing their warm or hot water in the morning. Going back the other way, I think I just switched directions without saying anything. Lovely, and coming back to center, hugging the knees in a little closer, lifting the head, curling into a little ball here. And releasing the head down, placing the feet on the floor. And if you have something underneath your head, you may want to remove it for just a moment. So letting the arms be down by your sides. With your next inhale, press strongly into your feet, lifting the hips up just slightly off the floor, and then exhale, lowering back down. So we're going to make this a really gradual, mindful, witnessing bridge. So inhale, coming up again, maybe a little higher. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhale a little higher this time. Feel how your glutes engage as you lift higher. And continue like this. You can close your eyes, just really feeling into the awareness of what does it feel like to go a little bit higher each time, and then exhale, relaxing down. And eventually you'll get to your optimal height of lifting, and continue to flow up and down with this fully extended height. And then the next time you lift up, holding this lift. And you might press your elbows into the floor, extending hands on either side of your body up towards the sky. Or you might interlace your hands underneath your back, rolling your shoulders under. Wherever you are, press strongly into your feet. See if you can engage the inner thighs. Feel them pulling backwards and rolling in and back. As you lift the pelvis up, engaging the glutes here. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release the arms, lower down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out to either side. For reclined bound angle pose, bringing the hands to the low belly. Softening into this shape. Breathing down to the pelvic bowl. See if you can make your hands rise and fall with the breath. We'll do 3 deep breaths here. Lovely. And scooping the knees up. We're going to let the knees fall in against each other as we widen the feet. So now we're rotating the hips in and bringing the arms straight out from the shoulders. Feel that broadening through the heart here. With your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Cross your right arm on top of your left and give yourself a hug. And in these couple breaths of hugging yourself, you can honor all that has brought you to this point in your life from a place of witnessing what is. Inhale, reaching the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, open wide to the floor, expanding through the heart. Maybe a little undulation through the back here. Feeling some watery quality in your body. With your next inhale, bring your arms back up to the sky. Gonna do left arm on top of right this time. Give yourself a hug. Honoring right where you are in this moment. Witnessing with gratitude. And with your next inhale, reaching the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, open wide to the floor. And again, maybe move the spine around a little bit. And see if you can feel that fluidity. Undulating through the body. This Vata season time, we need to bring in some juiciness, some lubrication into the body. Lovely. Bringing the knees in, hugging them in again, and then rolling over to your right side and pressing your way up to find a seat. We're going to sit up on the edge of a blanket or maybe a cushion, whatever you have that works for you. Taking a moment to sit however is comfortable for you, closing your eyes and coming back into that witness awareness of being here upright now. Noticing what that shifts for you. Lovely. And we're going to stretch the legs straight out in front of us. And you might scoot forward on your blanket just to have the pelvis be a little tilted forward. So flexing and pointing the feet, waking up these legs a little bit more. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. You can bring your feet to flex here. Feel yourself in this nice long extension from the hips to the fingertips. We're going to begin to lean back here. Squeeze those legs in against each other. Keep the heart lifted. Feel yourself shake. Awakening the energy here. And then inhale, coming forward. And exhale, hinging forward, keeping the back straight for as long as you can. And then rounding, melting down towards these legs. You might feel a little tingling, maybe in the arms. Inhale, coming back up, lengthening. Keep the shoulders dropping down, but arms reaching up.
Engage the core here, squeeze those legs in against each other. Lean back and shake, shake, shake. And inhale, coming forward. Keeping spine long for as long as you can, and then rounding, melting towards those legs. One more time. Inhale, coming up. Drop the shoulders, extend the arms. Strong core, open heart. Shake, shake, squeeze the legs. And inhale, coming up. Holding forward and then rounding, letting the hands land wherever they do. Maybe you can hold on to the calves or the ankles or around the feet. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths now. This forward fold, honoring this new moon time. This inward witness. What do we deeply know when we pause and notice? With your next inhale, coming back up, letting the arms stay heavy. You can slide them up your legs. We're going to move the legs out to a wide straddle, and you might adjust your seat here. So opening the legs up wide, compassionately. You can rotate the feet around a little bit here too. Lovely. So now we're going to do a very gentle and slow forward fold here. We're going to keep the spine really long and straight. Okay, so hands or fingertips to the floor and lifting up nice and tall through the spine. And with each exhale, as we breathe here, you can allow yourself to move a tiny bit forward, and it might be like a centimeter or half an inch. We're tuning in here. You're welcome to close your eyes or soften your gaze downward. Noticing how the breath can flow, releasing into the body. And eventually you'll hit the place where you're like, for me to go any further, I would need to round my spine. Don't round your spine quite yet. Staying, but you might be able to go a little further. But when you find the spot where you're like, yeah, not going to go any further, just stay there and breathe. Then a deep inhale, and now feel what it feels like to round the spine and melt. Maybe coming down onto the forearms. And staying here for a few breaths, sending the breath to where you feel sensation. With your next inhale, coming back up. And then let's bring the legs in again. Woo, bouncing them out. I'm going to take the right leg, cross it over the left, bringing the foot to the floor with the knee bent. Clasping around the knee, lifting up nice and tall here. This might be where you'd like to stay, just breathing, healing. If you'd like to go further, we're going to inhale, lifting the arms up to the sky, and then exhale to the right. So you can either hold on to that right knee with the left hand, you can hook the elbow, or you can bring the elbow with the hand, stretching up to the outside of that knee. Right arm comes behind you, pressing into the floor or the blanket, lifting the spine up nice and tall. Left foot stays flexed. So feel here how this twist can originate low in the body, low in the belly, and then come up through the spine, and then the head turns. Gazing out over the right shoulder. Take an inhale here. Keep the body where it is, and as you exhale, turn just the head, witnessing all that you can see in your environment as you look to the left. Inhale, back to the right. And exhale, turning, noticing. Just witnessing as you turn to the left, gazing. And inhale, back to the right. And now as you exhale, release the torso and take a little counter twist to the other side. Lovely, bringing the right foot to the inside of the leg. Inhale, lifting the arms up. And exhale, folding forward.
Nice stretch for this left leg. Deep breath here. And then coming back up, sliding the hands up the leg. Really appreciating the legs today. And we'll switch sides. So we're going to cross the left leg over top of the right, flexing the right foot, hugging the left leg in, spine lifting nice and tall. You're welcome to stay here and breathe. If you'd like to go further, inhale, lifting the arms up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So we have those three options again, holding on to the knee with the hand, the elbow, or bringing the elbow to the back side or the side of the knee. Here, lifting the hand up. So pressing into the left hand to lengthen the spine. And before we get all caught up in the shoulders and head here, see if you can really rotate from the belly. And then let that twist come all the way up the spine until the head turns. And gazing out over that left shoulder. Take an inhale here. And just turning the head, noticing, witnessing as you turn the head, exhaling to look all the way to the right. Inhale back to the left. Exhale, twisting right. Inhale, back to the left, just noticing. One more time. Nice neck stretch. And then staying here for one more breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, now we're just going to twist the torso, coming to a counter twist to the other side.
And then coming back to center here, bringing the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, lifting the arms up, expanding out. Exhale, folding forward, melting towards that right leg. And deep breath here. And inhale, coming back up, sliding the hands up the leg. Appreciating the leg. Thank you, leg. Bringing the legs in. We're going to shift around and come back down onto our backs. How's that for a low to the ground Vata season new moon practice? Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side here. And then letting the knees come away from each other, reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for happy baby pose. And rocking side to side here. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back. Coming back to the pose that we started in. And I really invite you to notice, to witness what has shifted for you. How do you feel now in comparison to when you first laid down on your mat? And after you do that noticing, allow your mind to let go of thought, your body to let go of any muscular effort. Let's take one letting go breath. Allow yourself to rest, to melt, to disintegrate in this moment. Letting go of having to hold it all together. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. And sitting with your eyes closed. Allow these words by Dana Faulds to wash over you. This is a poem called Witness. When I can be the witness, all manner of miracles occur. Old wounds heal. The past reveals itself to be released. Present dramas play themselves out. without sinking emotional talons into my soft skin. The witness welcomes truth and dares to meet reality on its own terms. It is the ground in which the seeds of transformation take root and finally flower. When the witness is awake, the lake of the mind is still, and in the mirrored surface, I see my own true face as spirit smiling back at me. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. Thank you all for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.